Blessings and welcome to all of my sexy scorpions out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your December 2019 tarot reading, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign in Scorpio. Yes, I'm a fellow Scorpio sun myself, so always a pleasure to connect to my fellow Scorpions out there. So let's start off with the self position. We'll pull a self-care card first and see where we need to focus on. We need to focus on our power. Own our own power. Every storm brings a fresh new beginning. That's what it says in the back. So we are owning our own power this month here, Scorpio. And yes, we do have Mars in our first house this month. So with Mars being in our first house, we are definitely standing in our own power. It is about action time. It is about us pursuing those goals, those opportunities, using our power wisely. Getting a load off our back is one of the energies I was feeling as I was meditating on us Scorpions. There seems to be a lot of endings, getting something off our back. We do have a full moon in our 8th house of Gemini in the middle of November 11th and 12th. That is allowing us to get something off our back, whether it's in our financial resources, big changes I feel in that area, or if it is about changes in relationships. Just a lot of inner reflection that we have done, Scorpio, to start this new beginning for us to really go into 2020 more powerfully. And I do feel the focus is going to be on love, and also on focusing on some type of new journey for us. So those are some of the things I was feeling. And of course, we have Uranus in our 7th house of relationships, partnerships, marriage. So there could be, and with Mars being in our 1st house, it looks like there may be this unexpected connection to love this month here for some of us Scorpions. So let's look at the 1st house, the self position, and let us see, Scorpio, what do we need to be aware of? The 4 of Cups, we're being aware of the time for change, right? We have been feeling stagnant in our energy, disappointed, not fulfilled emotionally. You know, it looks like some of us have been distanced from others, not being able to connect fully in the way that we've wanted to. Yes, you know, we've had a strong connection to Pluto and Saturn in our 3rd house for the last couple of years, maybe affecting the way that we communicate to others, not being able to effectively communicate our feelings maybe, and been very disappointed in how our relationships have been going. But we do have Jupiter now in our 3rd house. So this could be the strong connection of being able to open up to better communication, learning how to be more skilled in the way that we communicate, finding a skill through communication, right? But we do have justice on our side, and that is about karma coming to us, right? It is about us looking and understanding what we need to do to change so that we can have this karma, this balance, this justice for us. So that's what we're focusing this month on. We are focusing on us making those changes that we have been disappointed in. We're getting a load off our back, and that's what I feel a lot of us are doing, is we're ending things, getting a load off our back, and really connecting to what we are going to feel that is going to be fair to us, and that is about karma and justice coming to us. And that is where we're flowing now. We're flowing into 2020 with a new balance. We have been getting a fair deal with Jupiter being in our 2nd house for last year, and that was in our finances. And I do hope a lot of us Scorpios have been feeling that movement of change in our finances. I know I have, with selling my house, and I got a big boost. Well, we'll be getting a big boost in December in my finances due to me selling my house. So that was kind of the energy that is happening for Scorpio. Is I hope that you did receive some type of gift in November, December that has helped your finances, maybe a promotion, a change in job, working another job. You know, I feel us Scorpios have really put in the work and the desire, and now with Mars being in our 1st house, we can really put the action in for this justice us that we want. We are looking for that fair deal. We are looking for that good karma, and we're going to go out there and get it. So let's go to the second house, because the second house is where our finances and resources are. And you know, this has been a year of really trying to grow and change the way that our resources look, right? And the Nine of Wands is about not giving up on the way that we want to connect to our creative abilities to grow our resources, right? It's about us knowing that there has been maybe hard times in our finances and resources, and it's because we have actively pursued ways to handle this challenge. It is about us standing strong as a warrior. We have fought, and now we have Mars in our first house saying, yes, you are that warrior, and keep on fighting for the resources that you want. Keep on fighting for that creativity, that enjoyment that you feel in your soul, so that you can grow and prosper. And so that's what the energy in their second house this month is saying. All your hard work is paying off. Don't give up, because there is a fair deal, justice, something coming to us, whether it's, you know, from the legal system. Maybe you finally received some type of big monetary prosperity through that legal system. So, but whatever it is, it's things are balancing out, and I feel we're getting a fair deal now, because we've been working hard on determination. So let's see, let me pull another card in our second house here, Scorpios. And let's see, the key is not giving up. It is about us working hard and being aggressive. And with Mars being in our first sign right now, we need to keep up with that momentum, because we are being free of something. Again, we're getting the load off our back of something that, you know, maybe we've had a lot of financial bills that we've had to maybe work hard to pay off. Maybe some of us had second jobs, or, you know, how to maybe do something that you really didn't want to do to make money. But whatever it is, it looks like that's the key to us really finding a great pathway forward with being able to have more stability in our finances. So wonderful. The key is not to give up. Be the warrior that we are, with Mars as one of our ruling planets here. So let's see, the third house of communication. This is where all this energy is happening, right? We've got so much happening. Jupiter now in third house, Saturn, Pluto being in there, and also we'll have the sun there at the end of the month. So a lot of energy happening in our third house. Venus will be there also for a little part of the month. So big focus on communication, big focus. So let's see how our communication is looking. The best. The world in the third house is traveling, and yes, that's a big indication of Jupiter going in the third house, is starting to want to travel. And boy, that is something that I'm going to do now, since I've sold my house. The next thing is traveling. So and that is a really wonderful sign for all of us Scorpios, with all that energy in our third house, to say we have a lot of luck if we want to travel, because Jupiter's there saying we can go have some fun, and even if it's just a weekend trip or a day trip or whatever, it's like Jupiter wants us to expand our horizons and see things that are out there that maybe we haven't seen before. It's also about maybe traveling to learn something new. You know, maybe we want to go and travel so that we can just grow our understanding about the earth. But whatever it is, the third house is saying, with the world card, we can do anything with the world. The world is there waiting for us. So what do we want in the third house? Do we want to connect to others in the third world, in the world? The third house is communication, getting our word across. That's a wonderful thing for me to see, is, you know, being able to grow and learn how to communicate more effectively through my tarot readings, right? That's been a difficult thing that I've had to go through. So I'm now going to use that Jupiter energy to help assist and grow in the way that I communicate, in the way that I can get out there in the world to others, right? So that's kind of what the world energy is happening for us in the third house. So I love that. Wonderful. Connecting to others and being able to communicate more effectively. Others will listen. So this other card, yeah, enjoy. So yeah, it is about us really finding joy and happiness through the world, through others, through connecting and going places that is going to fill us up with joy. So I feel like because our finances are getting better for us Scorpions, we can really tap into maybe getting out there and enjoying the world more, right? So let's go to the 4th house. Oh, I wanted to pull a surrender card in the 3rd house, since we have that eclipse there. Yes, an eclipse, if I didn't mention it before, we will have an eclipse there, a new moon solar eclipse on Christmas Day, 25th or 26th December. So not only do we have all this wonderful energy of Jupiter being in there, and Saturn and Pluto, who have been really trying to grow and mature us and resurrect us in the way we communicate and connect to others. We have Jupiter helping us now. So let's see here. Let me pull a card in our 3rd house. What do we need to surrender to? Surrender frustration. Again, you know, the key is not giving up. So we have to surrender that frustration of disappointment, frustration of having to work so hard but not feel like you're getting anywhere. But this says frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup to so that you may approach the situation more calmly. So we definitely have to surrender frustration. With Mars being in our 1st house too, we can be a little bit more uh, um, hung up on our energy and our temperament. So we need to be very careful to surrender that frustration. We're getting there, and we're moving because we're not giving up, and we're putting things into action, especially this month. Especially this month, we have to put things into action so that we can find that karma, so that we can start 2020 with this new beginning of balance. So let's go to the 4th house, and the 4th house is family, home, and we'll have Venus there for part of the time. So let's see, the Queen of Wands. This is about feeling very powerful. Again, the word power here. We are feeling powerful in our family life. People are listening to us. Our family sees us as the strength. So I feel this is a month that we have a lot of power to give to others, and you know, the Queen of Wands is very confident in herself, and I just feel like we're so strong with the Mars energy. The Queen of Wands is that fire energy that Mars is too. I just feel we are fired up about things that are happening in our family, our home life. We're looking good, we're feeling good. Our family, it looks like we're putting a lot of energy towards our family. So, and it could be that we're traveling more with the family, but things that I feel like maybe there have been some ups and downs in the family. It's like you have this new rejuvenation of who you are to really give this beautiful, strong, um, powerful, confident energy to others this month. And of course, it's the holidays, so a lot of connection to the family here. It looks like you are going to be in charge of what's happening with the family this month, especially over the holidays. Look at that. Yeah, new growth, new beginning. It is about just seeing that things are growing in the way that you want in your family life. And I love this because it shows that I've put in some action in my family life to start a new tree of life, a new place where I want to plant a seed and grow it. And that's what I feel a lot of us Scorpios this month are putting things into action in our home life to make sure that we are following our pathway that is going to keep us grounded and secure in our home life. And that's what we're doing here. So some of us are saying, yeah, to have that new security, to have this strong new energy, I may need to move. I may need to seek out the world and new opportunities so I can have this balance. So some of us Scorpios will be doing that. And of course, that is something I am doing myself here. So let's go to the 5th house. And the 5th house is connection to love, romance. And I do feel we have a lot of wonderful love energy happening for us. And we do have Neptune in our 5th house that's just went direct. So that may be a new insight on connection to love. It also is the connection to our creative vibration and children here. So let's see what the strong energy in our 5th house is all about. The Four of Swords, this is about rest, contemplation, meditation, waiting. So it looks like for some of us, we have been waiting maybe for a long time for something to evolve in our fifth house, waiting to find love, waiting to grow our creative ideas, waiting to wait for our children to grow and leave home. There's something that we've been waiting for in our fifth house. And of course, now that we have this direct energy with Neptune in there in our fifth house, I feel like, and I can't remember how long Neptune was in retrograde, but it may have been at least 4 months, but maybe this is what we've had to wait for Neptune to go direct. Neptune just went direct, I believe, sometime in November, the end of November. So maybe this is the time now, because if we had to have waited, maybe we took time to meditate upon our creative ideas, contemplating on love. But whatever it is, because if we waited, we get this new beginning, whether it is about children, whether it is about our, happily ever after, whether it is our hopes, wishes, and dreams. It looks like because we've waited until the right time, it looks like we'll have this inspiration with Neptune being in there. Neptune is going to inspire us to really fulfill us with love or creativity or some connection to children. So that's beautiful. Let's pull some love cards then with this excuse me, beautiful energy. So this is about loving ourselves first, and that's what excuse me, I've got this incense right here choking me with the smoke, but we need to love ourselves first, right? And that is about meditation and contemplation, taking time to look at what has disappointed us and to seek karma, to seek what we need to end to make those changes and not give up on ourselves, right? And so let's pull a few more cards in the love section here. Love for Scorpios, religious factors. So I feel this is because some of us have to wait, because I feel there's a very strong spiritual connection to love, like a soulmate, someone from a past lifetime that for some of us had to wait for that karma, for that balance, having to be disappointed in love because of this connection to a past lifetime, a spiritual connection. So let's see here. Let me pull another card. Reconciliation. So someone, excuse me, from your past is returning. So it could be someone from your past, or also someone from a past lifetime. That's why I felt this month is a strong connection to a spiritual union, a love connection, maybe a soulmate. And of course, we have Uranus in our 7th house, shaking up things in our relationship. So let me put one more card in love here. And let's see. Heart-to-heart conversations. So it looks like for some of us, we will need to have some heart-to-heart conversations to those that will be reconciled for someone from the past. Maybe there is someone from the past who's coming around who you may need to maybe think about giving them another chance here. But whatever it is, it's because we're loving ourselves first to make those decisions about whether or not we want to have heart-to-heart conversations with someone from the past, or if it's a strong connection to someone. I feel some of us are meeting through traveling, maybe through going to see family. There may be a strong connection of love through that way. But let's go into the 6th house, and the 6th house is our day-to-day life, what we do every day, our work regime, our health. So let's see, Scorpios, what does our day-to-day life looks like? Looks like we'll be juggling a lot. It looks like we are doing a lot of juggling this month to make some choices, to get things grounded, to figure out our financial responsibility, our resources. Some of us are, juggling, trying to make a choice about some type of journey, it looks like. So again, I felt like a lot of us are looking at making some choices about our journey. And that's why the 6th house is saying, is this where you want to be in your day-to-day life? Is there somewhere else you see yourself at? Is there a journey that you need to take? What do you need to juggle in your life to have what you want in your day-to-day existence? So this is a month that we are going to be juggling things around to figure out what we need in our day-to-day life. And some of us are saying, hey, I need to travel. I need to maybe go seek other adventures, other places here. So I need balance. And that's what we're trying to find, Scorpio. Where are we at? is it giving us the balance? Is it giving us the right energy that we need? If not, then we need to cut things out. So yes, in our sixth house, our day-to-day life, there is going to be things, Scorpio, that we need to cut out, that we need to change, that we need to juggle, that we need to make choices because of this Four of Cups here in our first house. You know, it's about us looking at those things that have disappointed us, that we're not happy with, that we've been disappointed in. Are we alone? Are we not connecting to feelings of emotions of love because we're not in the right place? Because we haven't been able to get a fair deal where we're at. Some of us are looking at that and making some powerful choices to, you know, seek new adventures other places. So let's go to the seventh house, and the seventh house is where Uranus is, and that's a big shakeup in commitment, relationships, partnerships, one-on-one. So there's a lot of connections, changes, endings, unexpected epiphanies. These two want to fly out. Wow, but this is beautiful. Look at this. This is about success and starting some type of new beginning here. This is about us having a leap of faith in the Uranus energy in the seventh house. This is about a leap of faith in finding success in love now. A leap of faith of maybe leaving a relationship to go on some type of new journey. That is the Fool card, that this is about a new journey. It's about taking a leap of faith to go in a new direction. So yes, a lot of us are contemplating on some type of journey. It will be successful. So whatever you have to do now to get yourself out of something that has not been successful. We want success. We want to, you know, have action and passion, and we want, you know, to seek out adventures that are going to give us this ability to really enjoy ourselves, right? And sometimes we just have to have blind faith in it. Sometimes we just have to know that this is the right thing. And as Scorpios, we're very intuitive. We can feel deep in our soul about things that are really truthful to us if we really want to. So have a leap of faith. There's success in connections to others, success in our relationships. So surrender frustration. Maybe some of you Scorpios who are in a committed relation have been having some type of frustration in a relationship, but it looks like some of you can have this new beginning, this change, some type of balance in a relationship. But something has to change. Something has to really evolve in the relationship to really have a leap of faith to start over again. But a lot of us are looking at knowing that if we want love, we need to have a leap of faith. We have to believe that if something comes unexpectedly this month in love, that we can really believe it's going to be successful, that we can really believe that we are moving towards energy of love and light that could be very long lasting. So let's see, let's go to the eighth house, and the eighth house is our house, right? We're going to have a full moon there on the 11th or 12th of November in our eighth house, which is our Scorpio house, which is about our finances, other finances, from others, resources, and also about deep insight and changes that we're making, evolving for this Ace of Wands. Here we go. So it does look like we are going deep. This full moon is showing this new change that we're about to have, action that we're putting in with Mars. We are ruled by Mars. It's connected to the eighth house, and we have Mars in our first house, which is connected to the first house too. So we have this ability, this very strong power this month to make changes, to really evolve, to grow, to put action into whatever we want. You know, things are coming to us. New resources are coming to us. It's like, don't give up. Look at this here. Don't give up, because we're about to begin something new. And that's what the 2020 energy is giving us. You know, a transformation. The butterfly is saying the eighth house of transformation. We are transforming. We have not given up. We have fought the good fight. We have seen the light all the time. We knew it was there, and the divine was always showing us the way. And here we see this new energy that's sprouting for us, and it is about us knowing that we can move forward in that way now. So yes, it is powerful that whatever we've had to clear out and you know, what was that one word, get a load off our back. Definitely, it's giving us this Ace of Wands. So the more wands we take away, it looks like, and figure out what we don't need, then we can have this Ace of Wands. And we just need one wand. We just need one wand to go on our journey. That's what I'm saying. So get the load off. And that's kind of what I'm feeling, is like I took a big load off. I sold my house. I got rid of all my furniture. I gave it to all my children. I'm going to go do some traveling. So that is about not being fearful, taking a leap of faith, trying to be successful in what I am feeling, to find balance. And I feel like this is where I need to go, to travel, to seek new adventures, to put things into action. And it hasn't been easy, but it's, you know, as Scorpios, we really have to listen to our own insight and intuition. It comes strong, and for a long time I never listened to my insight, and I look back and like, wow, but everything happens for a reason. I had to learn those lessons, right? But this is about getting through those obstacles, having a leap of faith, knowing that you are challenging yourself now to create this new beginning for yourself. So yes, this is about us Scorpios. What do we have to still put into motion? What do we still have to make some choices about, so that we can really move on our journey? A leap of faith. Yes, we are. Wow, Scorpios, this is about us getting a load off, starting a new journey, and looking for what we truly love in our heart and soul. So let's go to the 9th house. And the 9th house is insight from the universe, from the divine, connection to our angels and guides. They're giving us wisdom and insight. Traveling, 5 of Swords. So this is about challenges that we have, and maybe the way we communicate and connect to our angels and guides, the divine. We need to really take time to meditate if we feel challenged. But I feel like some of us are walking away from certain things that haven't really, and for some of us Scorpios, it's challenging ourselves to maybe walk away from doing something that you know is not going to fulfill you. Especially like if you're going to school, college, learning something, and all of a sudden, Scorpio, you realize that is not my pathway. This is not the way I want to go. I know that this is going to be a challenge for me if I walk away, but I need to have a leap of faith to believe in myself, that I can create my own vision. And so that's why I feel in the 9th house, we have to challenge ourselves to walk away from situations or things that really aren't truly touching our soul. We have to start 2020 in the right vibration, in the right way. I mean, this is a new era with the 2020 energy, and you know, all this powerful changes that are coming to us, and we're being prepared. We're being prepared. That's what these eclipses in Capricorn have been doing for us, preparing for us to restructure our life, restructure how we look at things and do things. So we need to challenge ourselves. What do we need to challenge ourselves to walk away, to be able to create our vision? Yeah, we really have to this month, and what our angels and guides divine, the wisdom from the universe is saying, we have to really do this. We have to challenge this. We can't stay in the status quo. You know, we have to end the past and the burdens and the challenges. We have to face our karma. And if we want that balance and that clear slate to start something new with the Ace of Wands, then we need to fight for it. We cannot give up. We need to make those changes and choices this month. And I understand that because I've made a lot of changes and choices. As I was looking at my astrology, it just is just confirming everything that has been happening for me, that I am on the right pathway in the way that I should be flowing. And that's really important for all of us, especially as Scorpios who are so intuitive and insightful as it is. We need to listen to that. So let's go to our 10th house of career and destiny and see how that is going. Oh my gosh, there's the Lovers card. Hello. So that's a strong connection I felt for us, a soulmate love. There's love, and it could be coming through our career, but this is our destiny. I feel like a lot of us Scorpios, this is the year, maybe this is the month that our destiny will be fulfilled to connect to our soulmate. Isn't that beautiful? We do see love, and that is a strong connection. I'm happy to see that and feel that. So yes, let's be ready. We've got to challenge us to change, because some of us, if we're still disappointed, lonely, not getting out there and not wanting to make change, then we may miss our soulmate. Our soulmate is waiting. and through the moon's energy. No kidding. So we need to look at these eclipses, and I feel that eclipse at the end of the month for sure is really going to be powerful in our third house of communication, connections to others, and that eighth house, that full moon. It's like a big change coming, things coming into fruition about where our pathway is leading us in love and in our future. Wow, our pathway. Something is going to be illuminated through these moon's energy, especially the eclipse at the end of the month, about our pathway moving forward, finding our soulmate, finding our soul pathway, fulfilling that desire. That is beautiful to see how strong this energy is this month here. Yes, with Uranus in our 7th house and Mars in our 1st house, it's like an explosion of love coming to us from the moon's energy. It's beautiful. So let's go to the 11th house, and that is connection to our friends and connections to others. The King of Pentacles. Hello, there may be a King of Pentacles that we may be meeting, and this is, you know, someone who maybe an Earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who is well-to-do, who has his own comfort, who is definitely very grounded and maybe wanting to offer you something. This also could be about a career, a promotion, an advancement. So look out for this King of Pentacles through networking, through friends, through organizations. It looks like this King of Pentacles wants to give you something, and it could be in love or a financial opportunity. Whoa, and then you got the shakeup of the Tower here. Yeah, something unexpected may come from this King of Pentacles here. So look out for that with the Tower card. The Tower card represents Uranus, and the Uranus connection is in our 7th house of relationships and partnerships, business partnerships. So there could be a big shakeup, something big coming about for some of Scorpios. A great deal in a business partnership, a great deal in love. But yeah, look out for that, Scorpio. I love that. So let's go to the 12th house, and the 12th house is the ending house. All that is house, the karma house. So we are seeing, we are clearing out some karma, and we are beginning something new. So let's see here. Let's pick the last few cards here, the 12th house here. Yeah, look at this, the shadow side. Okay, that's, you know, the devil card. It is about us facing our temptations, facing the truth, the shadow side of who we are, and really understanding all of that, right? That's what we're doing, and that's why we are finding balance and karma coming to us, because we've taken time to look at the shadow side. As Scorpios always will be looking at the shadow side. We will always be feeling this energy of the darkness. That's just part of our energy of the dark and light. But we need to always focus that we know that we see a lot of darkness, we feel a lot of darkness, but we always know we can see the light. And we can always focus on that energy to get us through that, because that is part of what our karma is here to do, to find the balance between the dark and light, right? That is just part of who we are as Scorpios. We understand both ways, and you know, things can be very stressful in knowing when we do look at the dark side, the shadow side. But through that stress, that challenge that we are facing, that's why we're breaking free and we're challenging ourselves. We're breaking free and challenging ourselves, and that's a big message from the 9th house and the 12th house. Both spiritual houses of wisdom and insight from our angels and guides of divine, saying, is it time for you to challenge yourself to break free from something from the past? Do you understand your lessons and things that you've done in this lifetime and past lifetimes to really understand the truth about where you need to move in the direction that you're heading? Remember, there's a reconciliation with the soulmate for some of us here. And I feel that's going to be a strong connection, a very spiritual one coming. But before I end here, I wanted to pull a karma card for both male and female Scorpios going into 2020. So the first karma card we're going to pull for the male Scorpios. What is the karmic energy flowing for you Scorpio males going into 2020? Let's see, Scorpio males 2020. What is the energy that is flowing for the Scorpio males? Archangel Gabriel. You definitely got a lot of protection and love and light. And that is to always remember to look towards the light. And if you feel like you're in the dark and you need that comfort, Archangel Gabriel is there for you. And you see the number 3. And that is the energy that we're feeling this month, right? With all that energy in the 3rd house. So let's read about what Archangel Gabriel is all about for you male energies as you go into 2020 here. Number 3. Okay. I was hoping I had my glasses around here. Yes, I do. Thank goodness. Okay. Here we go here. Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication. And yes, that's the 3rd house. He comes with his trumpet and scroll, as well as 2 gentle sparrows, signifying powerful yet peaceful expression. On his chest, he wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. This loving angel carries the sacred words of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. When this card appears upright, it indicates a profound connection to this wonderful presence. Your power of expression is on the rise now. You will have an easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication, such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now is the time for any of these endeavors, but no matter what you do, remember the power of words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let yourself sing out. Wow, is that a powerful message with all that energy in our 3rd house? I am calling on Archangel Gabriel here myself in this connection, but this is what I was talking about at the beginning of this reading about, changing the way that we communicate and how we express ourselves, and we have this power behind us this month with Archangel Gabriel to help us. So especially your male energies. So let's look at the female, and let's focus on us Scorpio females. Let's focus on us Scorpio females. Moving into 2020, what is the karma for us Scorpio females 2020? The 1 of keys. We are about to build our own world. We're about to manifest what we want to create, right? That is the 1 of keys. We are the architect of our life. Wow. Love that. This connection to Egypt. I want to go there. So that's on maybe that's the place I'm going to have to go this year or next year. 1 of keys. Let's read about the 1 of keys here. One of keys. Okay, here it is. A man and woman in rich Egyptian dress stand at a table filled with structural drawings and measuring utensils. He is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building in this expansive project. Throughout the scene, many workers toil on foundations, pylons, and palaces. So hope you can see it good. There you go. At a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in a building project or renovating and redecorating your home or workplace. Most important, this card shows that it is a time for you to step into a position of power. Oh my gosh, look at that word. Us female Scorpios getting our power back. Where was I? In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strengths, as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilizes your skills perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of the situation and take charge. I love it. Yes, Scorpios, females, we need to take charge of our life, take charge of where we're heading towards, and it looks like we have the power to do it. We are creating and making our magical pathway forward, and all we have to do is create it. So much love to all of you Scorpions. I am truly grateful for all your support. I love being a Scorpio. I hope you do too. I hope to connect with you in 2020. If you ever want a personal reading from me, please connect with my links below. I would love to connect with you in a deeper way. And until next time, with pure love through Synergy, Tammy.